Hello, this is Alechius, and welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts as the French continuing our assault on the eastern seaboard. We have cruiser battle for convoy blockade. Interesting. Looks like a couple of more modern cruisers, maybe? We have two different cruisers? Alright, detach. Follow. Environmentals are fair. We'll have some good gunnery today. Up to full combat speed, which means our secondary will fall behind, but that's okay. Let's come right. Got the forward duel, the aft duel. So this is one of our large caliber heavy cruisers. This is a more conventional 8-inch heavy cruiser. And that's a terrible angle. It should be able to traverse more. That's the heavy cruiser there. Let's take a closer look. Long-barreled, primary armament, 2 forward, 1 aft. Or 4 forward, 2 aft, going by barrel. I think that aft turret is good here. Find out shortly. Yep. Full salvo. HE penetration isn't bad. Does this have the capped ballistic? Yeah, it does have the capped ballistic HEs. Looking for a couple of long-range hits before we close. Four belt's weak. Honestly, the Cerberus would be better off closing in. Although we have them outranged. Looks like we have 3 turrets engaged on the Cerberus. At 15 kilometers. Another partial. all four. Excellent. Thionville can stay at extended range. 15 kilometers seems reasonable. So we can get to 14 kilometers without triggering anything. Pretty limited range for them. And a bounce. Checking for what we have for gas turbines and fuel. I did not check the speed limit for these ships, but they would have to abandon the transport. So I'm not expecting to have to worry about that. That range, the armor piercing for what is likely their armor. I want to switch the Theon to armor piercing. Alright, now we're closing. Only 4 partial pens. She is very slow right now. Fine by me, makes her an easier target. You know what? This is an optimum opportunity to reduce engine vibrations and hit optimal gunnery speed. For both ships. 5 hits so far. Six. That was an 8-inch. Yeah, we're getting down to cruise speed. Starting to see the mouses drop off. And the bonuses accrue. We're seeing it climb. It's not a big bonus, but it's there. I have a feeling they're maneuvering now. She's going even slower. Excellent. Ah, the Tulsa. Capable of 30 knots, almost 31. 12-inch effective armor all around. Not counting the inner belt. Significant. Let's come left. Damage instability is not a lot for her. Hit chance is pretty poor at range, so I think we're going to close. Let's stay focused on the target. Sarah ahead. Shifted targets. Still nothing but partial penetrations. Ooh, a little bit better hit from the 10-inch. Can we hook them? Looks like the 10-inch can handle the superstructure. Both are still aimed at Tulsa. Perfect. We're about to get into her gunnery range. I'll bring us up to battle speed. Secondaries joining in. We'll keep the primaries on armor piercing. Ooh, that is a pretty sharp angle. Let's even that out. Closing in rapidly. Let's get up to full speed. The first shot, not too impressed by it. The accuracy is not as poor as I was hoping. Piercing for the 5-inch. I might almost go with AG instead. Ah, they probably don't have range. Oh, well, comparable, because they're capped ballistics, right. And they switched over on their own. Hey, penetration. Aft belt. Got him in the aft steering. What's their penetration looking like? Pretty significant. Our main belt is good. Probably down to 5 to 7.5 kilometers. I'm not going to push it though. Getting the accuracy we're looking for now. Still better than their accuracy. We've gotten 2 penetrations so far. Yeah, damage instability is really starting to stack up for her. Also, smoke from their stacks. Which is a neat thing to see. There we go. Flooding hit back aft. Looks like it was in aft steering again, but that can overflow into the next compartment. Take a closer look at the light cruiser. Well, yeah, we've seen this one before. Alright, 12 kilometers. Let's get our rudder over. Try to maintain that range. 10 kilometers here. Do want to maintain that. So we'll put it kick over just a tiny bit of rudder again. Just blinking away at range at this point. We did get a 4th penetration, 10-inch. Alright, we have flooding in compartment 8. Or they have flooding. What we're looking for. Starting to open up again. 10-inch aft belt penetration. Just holding the rear end of the ship. They've got the flooding under control, though. For now. Fast are they going? Look like they're practically not moving. Almost 8 knots. Kick over the rudder a little bit more. We're up to 13. Monterey is using 7-inch guns, which we are just out of range on. Not too threatening, though. Low velocity. There we go. Another penetrating hit. Aft belt. See more flooding in compartment 8 again. Oh, she's turning. Go down to 1 degree left rudder. Maybe 2 degrees for Cerberus. I was hoping for another 10-inch hit there. Just a partial. 4.9s are just a little bit less range. How fast is the Monterey? 38 knots. Good gracious. About 75% of the damage done by Theonville. Aft belt again. I had missed that one. Engine damage for the Tulsa. Not that that matters when they're going that slowly. Flooding. 10-inch. Aft belt penetration. We might switch targets here shortly. Let the Theon finish off the Tulsa. Especially now that she's listed so poorly. We'll have the Cerberus focus on the Monterey. Kick over the rudder to 5 degrees. Actually, go to left standard rudder. We'll close in on the light cruiser. Got another aft belt by the 10-inch again. Ooh, had the wrong ship selected. Tulsa seems to be maintaining despite the extra damage. Bring the rudder amidships and close in on the light cruiser. Not too keen on getting into the transport. Oh, that detonated. Looks like there's another torpedo though. Maybe not. Nope, I'm just seeing things. Let's leave the transport alone for a little bit. That is sharp enough. Ah. Transport is done. There's the light cruiser switching to it. Only 6 kilometers away. There's the torpedoes. Probably should have stayed at range. One veered off. Took one in the rear. Keep the rudder hard over. Shift rudder. Too late. I'm gonna take another one in the rear. Oh, that looks like aimed at us. I don't think we can avoid it this time. I think we're gonna lose the Cerberus, which is a shame. Because this was being foolish. As soon as that light cruiser came out of the smoke, we should turned away. Faded back to keep the range. What is our range? We're at 10 kilometers. Should have a decent chance taking out the Tulsa. There we go, major hit, 4 belt, main belt. That's what we wanted to see. How close is the light cruiser? Light cruiser we can definitely take out with high explosive. Maybe not. No. The inner belt is pretty thick. So the Citadel will be hard to penetrate, but she shouldn't be any trouble to take out. More flooding hits, main belt. That might be enough to take out the Tulsa. Let's get the secondaries on the light cruiser, which is definitely approaching us now. Let's put in 5 degrees right rudder. There we go. Aft belt penetration. Needed a 4 belt, really. Main belt penetration again. Rather minor damage for it, though. There we go. That looked like 4 belt. Yep, 4 belt penetration. That'll take out the Tulsa. Stay on her. Nope, she's done. Shift targets. HE for the main 10s. She She is turning towards us, so we will shift rudder again. Misses. Don't have a lot of armor piercing left. Let's say we go rudder midship here. Let her close in some. We're at 4 kilometers. Battery has a decent chance. Let's throw some AP. One hit. Engine damage due to a 5-inch. There we go. 10-inch 4-belt penetration. Between the engine damage, which they repaired, and the flooding, should see her slow down. As long as she doesn't swing her rear, should be good. Watching the ricochets of the 10. She's turning. Shift that rudder hard. Then ease it out. Keep a good angle. Force her to come to us. Flash fire. That is not good for her. She's rolling over in the wrong direction. We're taking a massive amount of damage though. Like, she could cause an uncontrollable fire. But her damage is excessive now. Excellent. Rolling too much. There we go. Victory is ours, but not without a significant loss. That is disappointing, but we have only ourselves to blame. With that, I will keep this more to the standard length and call it here, and then we'll do the other convoy battle. So I thank you for joining me. Appreciate you staying to the end. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone.